Good evening et bonsoir.
Already with a friend.
He's great. Je ne suis pas aussi intelligent qu'Ariel. Donc je ne parle pas français, malgré mon accent et prononciation parfaite. That's the hard part, that way. Hi everyone. I was a little surprised to be offered this role as Best Man to Bride, if only because Harry asked me to be a Best Man before she'd mentioned she was getting married. But that's just Harry. It's also my first time as Best Man to a Bride, so go easy on me. First time in French castle as well, in front of an international audience. And I've also been hoping, desperately hoping, that none of the 7 speeches before me have used any of my material, but unfortunately they have, so be prepared for some reruns. Yeah, that's fine. So I guess I'll start from the beginning with the obvious stuff, top of the list being Harriet's sheer spirit and endeavour. You couldn't box her in if you tried, and even if you did, she would probably just run out of it. Even when she doesn't intend to run an official marathon, she'll end up joining one in Tokyo accidentally anyway, and and you know, this is something that's lacking in the world today. The I feel the gumption to commit to overcoming obstacles and attaining achievement without complaint. No phone battery to call a pick-up for a standstill, she'll walk down the A120. Need to get to Danbury for Ring of Fire and a Chelmsford night out, grab the bike while I'm going for a ride. Nowhere to sit at home, free chairs are available in the streets of Paris. They'll easily fit on the bus and the train and in Dad's car. These are all small examples of the underlying spirit and inherent creativity in going out there, getting on with things, seeing the world that makes Harriet who she is. She's intrepid enough to have moved to many places around the world, teaching here, earning another degree there, 3 apparently. We're not keeping count. Learning the language in about 5 minutes. For a time it was hard enough to keep up with which country she was in at any one point, but over the last few years it's been a bit easier on that front. And the range of activities as well, you know, I could receive a photo of a quiet practice in a Brisbane church one day, then a picture of a cow inside a mountain the next. But speaking of activities, it would be remiss of me if I didn't mention the hen do. Because of course, we were on the hen do. Big shout out to my co-pilot Jess, Molly for the consultancy, Debbie for the aesthetics, Felix for the bangers. Special mention also to Renee Zellweger, the Renault Megane, Omar, the chill get-around guy, Marie Claude and Christian, who trusted me enough to be the umbrella man for the show, and Alan from the water park in Toulouse, who I don't know if you know, but Alan drove into our car not once but twice, and we weren't actually in the car at the time, so I was filming him driving into our car. So given that we asked him not to, but he just carried on, but given we've got all of these details, I was expecting maybe rings if he wants to come up tonight.
Oh, come on.
Well, Alan, come on. So there's our hen friends. So we got off to a flying start when Debbie's order of t-shirts, 1 bride and 5 Team Bride t-shirts from China came back printed for some reason in German. So for the weekend we were instead Team Braut in support of our really beloved Braut. So we had an excellent time out in Braut in Carcassonne, which, quite aside from anything, was particularly enjoyable for Harriet. Simply because the Olympics weren't there, and so we didn't need a QR code to use the pool or to get in the front room or anything. So since we first bonded over a mutual admiration of Jack Daniels and Coke all those years ago, we've put the world to rights over a topic imaginable, from the ridiculous to the sublime, and in each of them, Harry can just as easily offer a wit, insight, or sense of fun. There's never been a dull moment, whether it's cruising home from Scorch with Dave the taxi driver, the best taxi driver in all Bishop Storm. He tried to run me over once, but Wally stopped him, so I appreciate that, thank you.
There's only one taxi driver in Bishop Storm.
He's a good lad. He's invited as well too. Or when we got lost in zero visibility on top of an Occitan mountain, because the south of France forgot it was supposed to be summer in August. Some might say she'd serve as an apt literary character, apt inspiration for a literary character. So, perhaps in a novelist around there might be able to pick up the idea or something. But so I've watched her adventure over the last decade and a half, from near and far, and I'm delighted we can now celebrate a wedding. Here in this wonderful venue, in this wonderful country, so merci beaucoup. It's a fine thing to find one's partner in life, and I know that Harry's perfectly suited to meet and dive right into all the new chapters of married life the way Harry and me would run into them, however as easy as probably will try. So with that, I'd like to wish Harry and Louis every happiness in the year to come. So, le bon envers aux mariés. You raise your glasses.
Cheers!